What if a curse, buried for 9,000 years, still haunts the living? Deep in modern-day Turkey lies Çatalhöyük, one of the oldest settlements in human history. Its people practice strange rituals, worship mysterious deities, and buried secrets some say should never be disturbed. When archaeologists uncovered a shaman's tomb filled with cryptic symbols, they unleashed something dark, something that may still be watching. Welcome to the chilling mystery of Çatalhöyük's curse. Let's dive in. Çatalhöyük isn't just a dusty archaeological site, it's a time capsule from 9,000 years ago. Before the pyramids of Egypt, before Stonehenge, this proto-city in central Turkey was home to thousands. Its people lived in a maze of mud brick homes, so close you could walk across their rooftops. They farmed, traded, and created art that still puzzles us today. But Çatalhöyük wasn't an ordinary village. It was a place where the line between the living and the dead was razor-thin. The people here had an eerie obsession with death. They buried their loved ones beneath the floors of their homes, sometimes decorating their skulls with plaster and red ochre, as if to keep their spirits close. They carved figurines of strange deities, some say goddesses, others say something darker. Then there's the obsidian, volcanic glass, polished into mirrors so perfect they could capture the stars. These weren't just tools. They were objects of power, maybe even gateways to another world. Among these relics, one discovery stands out, a woman's tomb, unlike any other. Surrounded by obsidian mirrors and stones carved with unreadable symbols, it belonged to someone special, a shaman, a spiritual leader who held sway over life and death. Locals say her grave wasn't just a resting place, it was a warning. In the 1960s, British archaeologist James Mellart arrived at Çatalhöyük, determined to uncover its secrets. His team dug deep, unearthing homes, tools, and art that rewrote history. But one find changed everything. Beneath a modest house, they discovered a grave, a woman's grave, carefully arranged with treasures. Obsidian mirrors, gleaming like black glass, surrounded her. Stones carved with spirals and jagged lines lay at her feet. This wasn't an ordinary burial. The team believed she was a shaman, a woman who could commune with spirits, wield ancient magic, and guard sacred knowledge. Locals had a different name for her, the Guardian. They whispered that she wasn't just buried, she was sealed in her tomb with a purpose. Her mirrors and symbols were a spell, a curse to protect Çatalhöyük's secrets from outsiders. Disturb her rest, they warned, and you'd pay a price. The archaeologists dismissed it as folklore. Who believes in 9,000-year-old curses? But they were about to find out. Almost as soon as the shaman's tomb was opened, things went wrong. Equipment broke down for no reason, drills, cameras, even lights failed. Tools vanished from the site, only to reappear in strange places. Workers started hearing things at night, whispers, footsteps, a faint hum coming from the ruins. Some reported vivid nightmares, dreams of a woman watching them from the shadows, her eyes like polished obsidian. Then came the tragedies. A young archaeologist named Thomas, who'd been studying the shaman's mirrors, was found unconscious near her grave, clutching one of the artifacts. He was rushed to a hospital but died days later, with doctors unable to explain why. The official report said natural causes, but the locals weren't convinced. Then a fire broke out in the camp, destroying critical notes and equipment. Another worker swore he saw a figure, a woman, standing in the ruins at midnight, her silhouette framed by the moonlight. By the time the excavation paused, whispers of a curse had spread far beyond Çatalhöyük. The stories didn't stop there. Some workers refused to return, claiming the site felt wrong. Others spoke of tools moving on their own or shadows flickering where no one stood. The shaman's tomb, once a scientific marvel, became a source of dread. Locals said her spirit was angry, her mirrors not just objects but portals to a world we weren't meant to touch. The question lingered, had the team awakened something ancient and vengeful, or was it all coincidence? So, what's really going on at Çatalhöyük? Could a 9,000-year-old curse haunt the living, or is there a rational explanation? Scientists have their theories. Çatalhöyük's homes were tightly packed, with poor ventilation, mold or toxic gases could have made workers sick. The equipment failures. Old machines struggling in the desert heat. The nightmares and whispers. Maybe just the stress of digging in a place so ancient and strange, where every corner feels like it's watching you. But not everything fits so neatly. The locals insist the shaman's spirit is real. They say her obsidian mirrors weren't just tools, they were portals to the spirit world, used to trap or summon forces we can't understand. Disturbing them, they believe, broke a sacred boundary. Even today, some archaeologists avoid certain parts of the site after dark. They've reported strange sensations, feeling watched, hearing whispers, or catching glimpses of movement in the ruins. When excavations resumed in the 1990s under Stanford's Ian Hodder, new discoveries only deepened the mystery. More obsidian mirrors were found, some buried in ways that suggested ritual purpose, as if meant to seal something in, or out. One theory is that the shaman used her mirrors to trap her own spirit, ensuring her power endured. Another suggests the symbols on her stones were a warning, a curse written in a language lost to time. Could her curse be more than a myth? Or is it just our fear of the unknown, spinning stories from the shadows of history? The truth is, Çatalhöyük holds more questions than answers. The shaman's tomb is still there, its mirrors untouched, its symbols unreadable. Some say the curse is dormant, waiting for the next fool to disturb it. Others say it's already at work, a silent force that lingers in the ruins. The site is a UNESCO World Heritage Treasure, studied by scholars worldwide, but even they admit there's something unsettling about Çatalhöyük, something that science can't fully explain. Is Çatalhöyük's curse real, or just a myth? Comment below and tell us what you think. Subscribe for more unsolved mysteries, and hit the bell to stay in the loop. What's the creepiest ancient mystery you know? Share it, and we might cover it next.